Blizzard are known for making quality RPGs and real-time strategy games, so what happens when they try to make a modern competitive shooter? Turns out they're really good at that as well. This is Overwatch.
Oh.
10 seconds.
Oh, that hurts. If we keep it moving, we'll just win in overtime.
Good, golly gosh.
Back in the fight.
We just need to get to the next checkpoint.
Whoa.
I got the big guy. I'm blowing him up. I'm blowing them all up.
Justice.
Ah.
Overwatch is an online multiplayer shooter and it's currently in closed beta. Two teams face off, capturing points and protecting objectives, with a whopping 21 characters to choose from. If you're a fan of Team Fortress 2, then you are going to eat this up.
Absolutely, and this game is already dripping with so much polish. Everything pops and sparkles like with their other games, and you instantly feel at home with this shooter. In fact, I don't even like using the word shooter because not every character has a gun, the aiming is quite forgiving, and there's no deathmatch mode. This is about teamwork and objectives.
The characters are more or less broken up into 4 categories: offense, support, healers, and defense. And the game gives you hints in the select screen when your team doesn't have a good balance of them. Each character has a variety of abilities, strengths, and weaknesses.
Down for the count.
They all play so differently. It can be a little daunting at first trying to decide who to pick, but even just after a few hours of this game, you kind of just get it, don't you?
Yeah, absolutely, and I think that's a testament to how well designed these heroes are. They're so unique in theme and playstyle that you instantly recognize what each one is about when you see them in action.
Give me your best shot.
This means you don't need to memorize all those ability sets before you're useful. You kind of get the gist. McCree the Gunslinger is obviously about quick bursts of damage. Reinhardt is about blocking damage and helping the team move forward. D.Va is a tank and there to annoy and soak up damage. And the best part is, they're all fun. Healer, damage, tank, it doesn't matter. They're all fun to play with, they're all exciting, and they're all awesome.
And that's no small feat, is it, with so many heroes? It just feels really balanced. For example, let's look at D.Va, who is one of my favorites. She has her own mech. It can't move very fast while shooting, and it doesn't even do that much damage, but she can zip into the action quickly using her boost.
I love her too. That boost is so fun, it feels like you're flying.
Yeah, it's great. When she takes too much damage, she'll automatically abandon the mech, but can still stay in the fight. Each character also has an ultimate, which is a very powerful ability that builds up faster the more you contribute to a fight. D.Va's ultimate is also set at a much faster recharge rate. This means she can get back in the fight quickly if you're skillful enough to get away and take pot shots from afar.
Suiting up. Game on.
She's such an interesting hero to play as, but she's only one of 21 characters, Barjo.
I know, so many to play with. I love Reaper, he's so scary.
Death walks among you.
And his abilities are all about creepily moving into battle, stealing souls, and causing as much death as possible. I also quite like Soldier 76, who would seem at first to be the most boring character on the field, but he's actually one of the most interesting to play. He's an important part of the mechanics of a battle. Unlike everyone else, he can sprint as much as he liked, which is a big deal for a damage dealer in this game. And his ultimate is this visor auto-targeting system, which is so deadly.
I've got you in my sights. I can do this with my eyes closed.
And when you're on the other side, you can see when that's coming, because the telegraphs are so good.
Yes, they're amazing, aren't they? And I think that's probably the biggest thing for me, Barjo, because you can often see what someone is about to do and you actually have a chance to try and avoid it. But you also really respect the other player when they time things right and best you. There's such clever design in the art too, like Junkrat, for example, who looks like he's been cobbled together from just leftover scraps in a junkyard. And that haphazard thrown together character design radiates through the dialogue, movement, and animations too.
There's so much attention to detail, isn't there? Like the little flap on his gun which goes up and down when he jumps up and down. I love little things like that. And I can't overstate this enough, and I know I've already said it, but they've made all of these characters fun. I mean, just look at this guy, Lucio.
Let's up the tempo, raising the volume.
A rollerblading, music-themed dreadlock guy who plays songs to buff his teammates.
Enemy taking the point. Time to show my skill.
This should be the worst video game character of the year, Hex. Everything about him screams stupid and annoying, and yet, even he is fun.
Oh, let's break it down!
Yeah, and part of that is just how well designed the controls are. We play this on PC, which primarily uses Q, E, Shift, and mouse buttons for abilities, and that's for everything. This simple setup becomes second nature quite quickly, and then when you start experimenting with combinations and timing of abilities, the true depth of this game starts to really reveal itself. Bajo, I can't wait till we see the full version of this game, see some more maps and maybe modes.
It's exciting that it's so hard to criticize this game already. It's just so good, Hex. We did have a few laggy matches, but Blizzard specifically said that's only because it's in beta, and for that time it will affect Australia and some other countries specifically.
Well, this is already shaping up to be one of the best games of 2016, but we will find out for sure next year. Now though, it's time for the news with Goose.